Hello everybody, and welcome to In the Warzone. I'm Warzone Press. I know it's been a while since I've put out some videos, so I'm going to try to change that now that I have some new equipment. I'm going to do a quick show today. Have something to really rant about, but before I get to that, I'm going to continue my controller series with the Sega Saturn. Now, I don't have the original Saturn controller, but if you remember my review on the Genesis controller, the design was very similar. This time they added two shoulder buttons, a left and right button, and it was more like the 6-button configuration, the later Genesis controllers that they came out with, where there wasn't just an A, B, C, but also an X, Y, Z button. Well, shortly into the Saturn's lifespan, Sega made probably one of the first drastic moves into the next generation system, and the Dreamcast controller would eventually carry on this tradition. As you can see, it's the Sega Saturn analog controller. This controller was originally packaged with a game called Nights into Dreams, which was very ahead of its time at the time. It featured an analog stick for true 360-degree control, your standard D-pad, just like the standard Saturn and Genesis controllers, and A, B, C, and X, Y, Z buttons, as well as the Saturn's left and right buttons. Only on this controller, these buttons are also analog, meaning that depending on how far and how hard you press them, will depend on the action that happens. The start button, and I am still unsure what this knob down the bottom does. I think it switches certain controls for certain games between the D-pad, which represents the plus, and the analog, which represents the circle at the bottom. Even though it seems big and clunky, and so did the regular Xbox controller, but it does fit in your hands quite well. It's ergonomically designed on the bottom, and it actually feels really, really good. I'm not really sure why this detaches, but I'm sure Saturn had some reasoning behind it. Unfortunately, Sega is no longer in the hardware business, so no one really gives a shit anymore. It's just another piece of video game history. First analog stick to come out, because if I'm not mistaken, this did come out before the PlayStation. And if I'm wrong, you can write to me at InTheWarzone at AOL.com, or call into the Gamers Playpen on Monday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern and prove me wrong. Alright, now let's get on to my rant. Well, a couple days ago, I was flipping through my channel guide, because I usually do that. Look for stuff that I'm interested in watching when I can watch TV. I start flipping through the channels and flip through the channel guide on my DirecTV, and lo and behold, what do I find? G4 is no longer available. What? G4, the only station that provides gaming information to a wide variety of people, is no longer available on DirecTV as of November 1st. Apparently, the contract was up till September 1st. They gave them an extra couple months to hammer out a deal with Comcast, but instead of continuing negotiations, CEO Mike White of DirecTV decided that they were the lowest rating station, that they were a niche programming, and that nobody really cared about G4, and that it was basically worthless. Thank you, Mike White, for saying it's worthless. In case you can't detect my sarcasm! Yes, I am a tad upset that G4 lately has been stringing along nothing but reruns of Cops and Cheaters and Campus PD, these crappy shows that nobody that watches G4 for tech and gaming reasons cares about. I don't like Cops. I watch Cheaters on occasion, but I don't like Cops. Who the Who the fuck cares? They should bring it, just like a lot of people said, they should bring it back to more of the tech TV days. But this is neither here nor there. My problem was with DirecTV. DirecTV pulled this on November 1st with no warning. I called them up. I emailed them several times and have had wars with their CSR reps through email. They swear they're sending all the emails to senior management. How am I supposed to know? Nobody's putting out any fucking press releases. Well, I'm hoping Mike White will at least hear this video or hear of it and open his mind and his wallet to G4, because this programming needs to come back on the air. They're going to lose a ton of customers. This is bad business. It's gotten me so pissed off. I've called up, and according to the operator, CSR rep that I did call that night, which I believe was November 4th, they said something to the effect of, yeah, we've been getting a lot of calls about that. Well, I'm not fucking surprised, okay? And every time you email them, you get the same bullshit story that, oh, well, we're, we still want to provide you the high quality programming. I still remember being asked by the CSR rep, well, what can we do to make you happy? What can we do to get you to, no, 3 months of Showtime isn't gonna do it. Showtime sucks. 3 times of anything free is not gonna help me. You know what'll make me happy? Bring back G4, motherfucker! That's all. DirecTV, listen to your customers, listen to the G4 fan base, put the damn channel back on, okay? Enough said. And if you want G4 back on the air too, and you're just as pissed off as I am, you can voice your opinion to me in the Warzone at AOL.com, or on the Gamers Play panel, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the All Digital Radio Network. If you go to alldigitalradio.com, click the Listen Now button. You can even call in the show if you dial the number, or have Skype and click the Talk Now button on the page. Or if you really want to get through DirecTV, call them, 1-800-DirecTV. If you're a subscriber, get to the ask for customer service when you're first voice prompted, and tell them, I want my G4. Put it back on. I don't want free Showtime, unless you plan to give it to me in addition to G4. We not only want G4, we want G4 in high definition. Alright, you know what? I've said my piece. DirecTV put G4 on. Sega Saturn. Warzone. Next week. N64. Be there. This is Warzone, Prez. Game over.